During the spring of 2015, the Bank Information Center carried out 6 consultations with children and adolescents between the ages of 10 and 18 in Peru, Uganda, Senegal, Indonesia, India, and Albania. This was the second round of consultations BIC held with children to discuss the World Bank Safeguards Review.
I work with the Bank Information Center. It's an organization, it's a non-government organization based in the United States, but we partner with very many civil society organizations across the world. What we mainly do is we monitor the work of the World Bank and other development banks or other large developmental banks across the world. And my particular focus is I mainly advocate for children's rights, participation, transparency when it comes to what they call the World Bank safeguards or policies. Every child that I interact with, they become my children. And I'm so excited today. We are working with Straight Talk Foundation. We are holding a consultation. We won't call this a workshop. You guys are all consultants today, okay? We are not P7, we are all consultants. So we are wearing the hats of consultants. We are making decisions here that could impact or that could at least add value, and they could help children across the world, okay?
The World Bank Safeguards are a set of standards designed to protect people and the environment from negative impacts associated with World Bank projects. For the last 3 years, the World Bank has engaged in an intense review and update of these policies, which has included 2 rounds of consultations with governments, civil society, and other interested stakeholders around the world. However, the World Bank has not included children in these consultations.
Tiene que ver con prevenir, tiene que respetar sus derechos. Respetar sus derechos, uno, ¿por qué? Porque no puede llegar de un momento a otro a decir, quiero hacer o realizar este puente acá. No, sino ver, si lo va a hacer, entonces, digamos, te voy a acomodar en tal lugar para que nuestro puente salga mucho mejor. Entonces, el Banco Mundial tiene que ver eso, tiene que, digamos, avisar o consultar con las personas que van a ser afectadas en este proyecto.
That's right. Did you have something else to add?
Tendría que haber un proceso de consulta a los propios pobladores afectados, porque el hábitat es suya, ahí han nacido, ahí se han criado, ahí han desarrollado una forma de vida y una cultura la cual les pertenece, y eso, quieran o no, se va a ver afectado. La idea debería ser de qué manera ellos quisieran de que eso se podría realizar porque ellos te van a beneficiar, sin tratar de que se vean culturalmente tan afectados, porque puede ser muy fácil reubicar a 1 kilómetro a una población, pero hay para ellos cosas valiosas en ese lugar que son parte de ellos mismos. Incluso hay una ley de consulta previa, pero eso también el Banco Mundial debería respetar bastante.
Una de las salvaguardias nuevas que la señorita nos estaba diciendo era que hay que respetar la cultura de los pueblos o de los mismos habitantes, que de una manera van a hacer un proyecto ahí y el arquitecto dice, tenemos que hacerlo aquí es la medida perfecta. Si concuerdo con lo que dice Luis Mancius, no nos podemos ir, acá hemos nacido, acá yo quiero fallecer, acá es mi vida. Eso es lo que voy a decir. Y el banco tiene que, de una manera, tiene que respetar eso, porque no les puede obligar, no puede llegar, agarrar y decir, váyanse para allá que voy a hacer un proyecto aquí. No puede hacer eso.
To provide children with an opportunity to voice their concerns and recommendations on the safeguard policies, the Bank Information Center and civil society organizations from around the world have worked together to hold several consultations for children in countries where the World Bank is active.
Hemos sugerido ahí en la edición en el punto 5 y ubicar la consulta previa de manera específica para el uso de tierras y la elaboración del plan de reasentamiento involuntario en participación con la comunidad. Y aparte hemos elaborado algunas propuestas de salvaguardias, independientemente de nosotros, además de las preguntas, donde hemos considerado la consultoría especial de la niña, niño y adolescente para este tipo de proyectos, que debería ser algo que debería existir, porque los niños son una población vulnerable esencial. Considerar específicamente los derechos humanos, los derechos de las poblaciones indígenas, la Convención Internacional de los Derechos del Niño, y leyendo todo el texto nos hemos dado cuenta que el Banco Mundial es un ente que tiene mucha influencia en todos estos mecanismos internacionales, y nuestro propio país, que Perú es un país con tantos problemas por el tema de la minería ilegal y la consulta previa. Qué bien sería que exista una política de consulta previa obligatoria para que todos los países la puedan realizar, y en el que las poblaciones indígenas no solo participen en la ejecución, sino que participen desde el inicio del proceso hasta que el proceso finaliza con todos sus resultados. Esas son las propuestas que creemos y esperamos que las tomen en cuenta.
The consultations began with a workshop where participants learned about the World Bank, the existing safeguards, and the proposed new draft policies that the World Bank released for consultation in 2014. After the workshop, children were given the opportunity to work together and individually to formulate recommendations on the newly proposed policies, including how potential impacts on children can be properly assessed and how children can be consulted during the course of a World Bank project.
Almost all of them could be affected by poor sanitation. Most areas have no toilets. They could be having, but the toilets are in bad conditions. They don't have proper places of disposing their waste products. And then the water pollution, because they might dispose this waste where there is water, and that same water they'll use it like for taking, cooking food, and then other things. So the solution we came out with was construction of public toilets, whereby could go and identify land, like in specified area. So you go and identify land where you think that the toilet would be fit where it is. You've just identified it, so you don't have any authority of constructing that toilet, because you've just identified it. So after identifying that land, maybe you can collect people living around that area. You put them down, then you ask for their views. You consult them, then after consulting, you request, because that land does not belong to you. So you'll have to first request, you consult, then request for it. Because some people might be having a piece of garden, so they can, if they need a toilet, because they can't refuse to give you at least a small piece of land. So when they give you a piece of land, there is no negative consequences, because I've given you the land when they want. They've given you land whereby you have to construct if you construct a public toilet there, they will not be affected. So,
Thank you, Rachel.
Children are one of the most important constituencies to consider and involve in developing World Bank policies and programs. In many cases, children are the primary beneficiaries of World Bank projects, both now and in the future. World Bank projects can also impact children in unique ways compared with adults, sometimes in ways that can be devastating because of their growing minds and bodies.
Like when, let's say, a dam is to be constructed in a place, first of all, there should be relocation, and let's say there are schools around there. Schools will have to be demolished, and the people moved, and after that they have to start thinking of where else to take the children us the children would go to school. And then the relocation, thinking of starting new construction, and it costs a lot.
We have consultants here.
Children also have a right to participate in decisions that impact their lives and can communicate experiences and opinions on their behalf.
Vishwajit has focused on the renewable sources of energy, and he feels that every kind of infrastructure should have solar panels because he thinks that's the most important thing to banks.
The World Bank, as an institution with a mission to reduce poverty, should take these important voices into account.
Simple chorus. When I remember what the Lord has done, I will never forget anymore. When I remember what the Lord has done, I'll never forget anymore. When I remember what the Lord has done, I'll never forget it anymore. When I remember what the Lord has done, I'll never forget anymore. When I remember what the Lord has done, I'll never forget it anymore. Never, 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 never forget anymore. Oh, never, never, never.